what's up, guys? Andrew here again, back at you with day 2 of the 31 days of Halloween. As I said, yes, I apologize. I'm sick, so I might be coughing and sniffling and everything like that through this video, so I apologize. Got sick at the worst possible time. Taking medicine for it, so hopefully be better in a couple days. But anyways, as you remember yesterday, I said that I was going to review Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the original from 1974, I want to say it was. Yeah, 1974. Yesterday was the, I want to say it was the 4th time that I'd seen the movie. 4th or 5th. I think it was the 5th, actually. I'm going to go with 4th, though. Now, the first 2 times that I watched it, I did watch it on a DVD, and it was of horrible quality. Just awful. The 3rd time I watched it on my brother's 4K transfer. Now, it's the Blu-ray edition, but I can't remember. It's not the collector's edition, but it's another restored edition of it. But yeah, this is the collector's edition. You know, best transfer I've seen of it. Yeah, with this, I honestly, this time watching it, I definitely can say that I absolutely was terrified watching it. Now, this is definitely the 2nd time that I was able to really sit down and watch it with, like, you know, with earphones in, you know, get into the mood, you know, get into the everything, get into the atmosphere of it. Definitely just a terrifying, terrifying picture. Yeah, I can understand what scared audiences so bad back in '74, and I mean, you really think about it. The only things you had really scary was maybe Psycho and The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby. Other than that, you know, there are some really good, creepy, scary films. You know, obviously like Night of the Living Dead and Freaks and, you know, different things like that. But, you know, this definitely comes along, and it definitely gives a, like a precursor to Halloween and eventually the slasher genre, but it also gives way to like a really, really unique and like really intimidating, terrifying killer. I honestly, real quick synopsis for people that haven't seen it. Honestly, there really isn't much of a plot. These people go to a house where I want to say it's their grandparents lived, and that's it. That's all that it is. People start getting killed off. There's really no plot. It's really that. It's very simple. It's you know, that's definitely its strength, and that's definitely its weakness. Watching this for the 4th time, I definitely can say, like, I was terrified, but I didn't care about any of the characters who died. I was terrified when they died, but I didn't care about any of them. Like, for its 83-minute runtime, which actually it's, you know, like 81 minutes, not including the credits, you don't really get a whole lot of time to really meet these people, and that's my big pet peeve about this. Yeah, I just would have liked to have seen those characters more, especially the first 2 people that get killed. Like, you really get to meet Sally and Franklin, and that's about it. Like, and Franklin has a lot of really annoying scenes too, where he's just like that's just a really annoying scene. But yeah, any scene that Leatherface is in is just really intimidating. I definitely got into it this time and was definitely more interested in it. It's definitely a movie that, for as scary and foreboding as it is, I could probably watch this pretty often. You know, it's really short. It's like 81 minutes. You know, Sally is a likable heroine. She just really doesn't have much to do. She's just kind of there and screams and rescues herself, and but all in all, like, really, really scary, really terrifying film. Really appreciate the fact that this was, this was made as scary as it was. Definitely two words that could describe this film is disturbing and foreboding. All the sceneries, like, you see this behind them, and you got the meat shop, and you got, like the kitchen scene, or the dinner scene. Those are just really, really disturbing. And even all the imagery, you got all these bones and half-eaten people, and you got references to cannibalism, and you got, it's just disturbing in general. And then you got this, foreboding. This atmosphere is just there. It just permeates the film, and it really sets itself up really nicely, The only other thing I could say that I disliked is I thought all the kills were really quick. Like, there was 3 deaths within the matter of like 10-15 minutes. You got 3 kills, and it felt really rushed. I really wish that there would be about 10 minutes added onto this movie where I could really spend more time. For this film, I definitely, for a rating system, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I'd get maybe a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, depending on my day. Really liked it, really scary. I just had a few issues with it. Now, of course, these are just my personal thoughts, and I know as a horror fan, I'm supposed to, absolutely love this and think there's really nothing wrong with it. But, I got to be honest in saying that, there were some things that I found personally annoyed by, and like, just thought that it lessened the film. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, really great film though. Definitely deserves its classic status. Yeah, and tomorrow I continue the series with Texas Chainsaw Part 2, which I will be watching tonight. This is my first time ever watching that one, so ought to be interesting to hear my thoughts on that one. Yeah. That's all that I have for today. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you again tomorrow with another video. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, guys. Be sure to like and comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Always, thanks for tuning in. And have a good night.